This presentation is made possible by these amazing individuals and organizations, whether it was through Patreon, Super Chats, Super Stickers, or by watching, liking, and commenting. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Retro Nerd Girl live stream. And today we are going to be going over the cartoons of our childhood. And this is part 6, guys. That's a lot. Thank you guys for being with me for today's show. It is going to be a lot of fun. I see that the chat is already entertaining me with smiles. I hope you guys are going to have fun as well.
First up, let's see who's in here. I just wanted to acknowledge J for becoming a YouTube member. And YouTube memberships are something new that I'm starting on the channel, where I will be doing a lot of like behind the scenes, extra personal stuff here, where I probably like will share like comic book stuff, nerdy, geeky, behind the scenes things that I'm interested in. And I'm really happy to have yet another member. Thank you so much, Koj, for being a part of that. And it looks like you did that earlier today at 10 a.m. And I appreciate you stopping by to do that. It's a um, great thing that you've done there. Will definitely help out the channel. And we've got Lance Chafin with the first actual message for me, which he says, Hiya, RNG, how's it going? Well, how's it going today? I'm a little exhausted. I've had a really wild, like the last 3 weeks have been really weird. And so I am I don't know. I'm in a weird mood, but I'm also very excited. I couldn't wait for this. I was like, oh my God, should I have scheduled this earlier? I really wanted to do the live stream because live streams, I don't know what it is. It puts me in such a good mood, and so yeah, I was excited for this moment. And let's see, we've got William Blake Hall here. Hello, William Blake Hall. Good to see you here. Says, is actually talking to Lance. Hey, Lance, I may as well hang out for a few, which is so cool. Um, and Lance says, I hope no blackout, William. And for you guys out there, unfortunately, last Saturday I did have I didn't have a blackout in my of all the electronics. It was just the internet that went out, which is very, very cumbersome if you're planning a live stream. So it was really weird. I thought there was something wrong with my device, and I was freaking out. And when I called the service company, they said, this is a problem with the area. So I was really happy about that. So the situation has been handled. And on the most part, this doesn't happen very often, but it happens from time to time. So now I know what to do. And now you guys know that sometimes that can happen. Uh, Unicorn Rampant Studios is here. Hello. It says, hey guys, I can't believe it. I was really the first like, or should I have refreshed the page first? Let's see. Oh, we've got quite a few likes happening. And this reminds me to let everyone know that it would be really awesome if you guys, along the way, if you're enjoying the content, just go ahead and give me a like. That really helps the channel. And let me see if I have the little stinger for that. Oh, here it is. Oh, so awesome. I love it when Wonder Woman smashes that window. So you guys can smash the like button or you can gently give it a tap. And let's see what else. You guys are saying hello to each other. And yes, the wrenches are here. They're in full effect. It's like you guys are just awesome. I really appreciate you so much. And I just wanted to give my mods a little love, just a little love. Oh man. And And we got William Blake Hall says we came for the R and we're here for the RNG. Awesome. And oh, Keith E is here and says, "Hello everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well, Keith E. Great to see you. And just wanted to say how awesome you are. I really appreciate you. And let's see. Um and let's see what else is going on. Well, oh look, oh wait, it says, Keith E says, I took out my lime green leisure suit from headband of Patterson, New Jersey. Interesting. I've never heard of that. But yeah, that sounds really cool. Lime green leisure suit. That should be fun. Holy Hand Grenades is here. Hello. Says, hey everyone. Oh, so good to see you. And let's see. Uh, and let's see. Oh, look, Hungry Jerk is here. Hello, Hungry Jerk says, hi everyone. And William says, like he says earlier, that which does not black us out makes us stronger, right? Let's see. And Keith E says, I'm sure she's pulling wires and screaming right now. Yeah. I'm actually not doing too bad. Luckily, it's easy riding today with the internet. Um, and Mad Hat Raven Desk is here. Hello, so good to see you. You had me at cartoon. Always happy to listen and chat about them. Awesome. And Tojo Jr. is here, says Retro Nerd Girl. Good to see you back, Tojo. Is really awesome. And Darth Plato is here, says, hi, Retro. Hi, Darth Plato. Always a pleasure to see you in the chat as well. Um, and Lance Chapin says, can anyone see me in here? Oh, yes, absolutely. We can see you in there. We can see you. And we'll see your comments, definitely. I suppose one day we'll be able to actually see video of any people in chat. That will be exciting when we get that technology. Oh, he says, let's see. Oh, Keith E says, can we mention the thumbs up button now? Go out into the lobby and hit the button. Oh, so cool. Thank you for reminding everyone. And Unicorn Rampant Studios, welcoming everyone to the Friday Live. Thank you so much. I think that's what I'll call it, the Friday Live. Thank you. So smart. You guys just make my job so much easier. Um, and Keith E says, so what's your favorite cartoon from the 90s? Ooh, I don't know yet. I mean, there's so many good ones. Well, we just started on 91. So I'll let you know during this one. It's kind of a hard question because I was already an adult, and so I didn't know like what, well, young adult, and I didn't know exactly. I just loved cartoons in general, so I'm not sure if I had a favorite one. But I really like the Powerpuff Girls. I think they were my favorite, if I'm not certain. There may be some other ones. There may be some other ones. I really love the Powerpuff Girls. Um, oh, you know what I loved? And maybe this is too close to the early aughts, is I love Totally Spies. I don't know if you guys remember Totally Spies. They were so cool. I love Totally Spies. And see, let's see. Unicorn Rampant says Cartoon Planet. And let's see. Oh, Danny Staten is here. It says greetings from South Carolina. Awesome. Greetings from Project Genesis. And Danny Staten says yabba dabba doo. Yes, and we did cover yeah, the Yabba Dabba Doo family, the Flintstones. I believe 2 sessions back, but it's gonna be awesome. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, if my slideshow works for me this time, because it was giving me troubles last time. So we'll see. Um, And William Blake Hall says, long I will associate Yabba Yabba, Yabba Dabba Doo with the movie Scent of a Woman. Oh, yes. Uh, that movie. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, Cartoon Planet, Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, and Angela Anaconda and Powerpuff. Angela Anaconda. That's one I don't know. That's one I don't know. Well, maybe I could write that down. Where is my paper actually? I had titles and I had so many titles, but you know what? I will cue card. Write it on the cue card. And you said it's Angela Anaconda. Hmm, never heard of that one. But yes, I do remember all of those. Let's see. And Tojo Jr. says, anyone else watching the streams while working? We do have quite a few people who do that, who watch the stream while they're working. So, um, yeah, Unicorn, yeah, Unicorn Rampant Studio says, my work is playing with animals. So, yeah. Oh man. And Tojo Jr. says Space Ghost is so underrated, man. Yeah, it is. It's almost a hilarious show. Hilarious show. Well, it depends on which one you saw. The older one or the really like the one in the 70s was really good. Or maybe was it the 60s? Lance says, I'm here, but I'm eating some pizza. Be right back. Okay. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, check out RNG. Angela Anaconda is a little cray cray, but the paper cutout type animation. Oh, okay. Yeah. No, absolutely. Yes. I want to check all of these things out. Um, Angela Anaconda. That sounds really cool, to be honest. All right, so I've gotten through and caught up with the comments. That means we can get right into the um, interesting and fascinating slideshow. It's slideshow time, everybody. uh, you guys put me in such a great mood. I'll tell you that. Now, we had problems, technical issues with the slideshow, and I am not sure if I'm going to continue to have those problems. So oh man, I think that's what it is. These slideshows, I guess, will only go up to 200. It'll only go up to 200 because this is my second time trying this, and it's like it won't go um any further. Yeah, it won't go any further. Ah, that's so brutal. I have so much um that I want to share. Okay, so if that's the case, we will get rid of this. What a shame. Hmm. I've been having like so much technical difficulties. It's just insane how many um, technical difficulties I've had in the last 3 weeks. Now, if you believe in astrology, they said something about a ret Mercury is in retrograde or something, which sometimes I keep track of it and I care about it, and sometimes I don't. And it's really weird how I can't remember. I can't remember which one it was. So, yeah, I um, I think that might be what's going on, and it's really been affecting me and my technology. But I like need technology so much. So maybe it's a signal I need to, touch some grass. All right, let's see. Um, Now let me see if I can at least share the screen and then I can begin. Um, Um, oh, wait. I see some very important notes here. Okay, thank you, Unicorn Rampant Studios. I mean, you know about these things. Mercury in retrograde should have just finished up, so we're just dealing with the fallout. Oh, yeah. So it's not that bad right now for me. I think the worst of it was well, you would think the worst of it was last Saturday, but no, it started a week earlier. On that Monday, when I went to my computer and it was like, no, 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 ma'am. Oh my God. It was just like it was not talking to me. It was not working for me or anything. So let's um my technical prowess is the subject of much comedy. But let's get to the presentation. So let me share my screen with you. It is going to be the entire screen, so we won't have the cutout of the presentation by itself, unfortunately, but it will convey the message I am trying to to convey here. And let's see. So cartoons of our childhood. Now it's going all the way back to the very beginning um, of time here, from the very first cartoons, and what a great list this is. I am. Uh, oh wow, these are going by really fast. What a great list, and I'm so happy to have been able to put this list together with your help, and a lot of help from the internet, and also my personal memory of things that I enjoyed as a kid. And oh, there's Space Ghost. Yay, 1966 to 68. And yeah, it just astounded me how many cartoons were out there that I had no clue were were out there. I'd never seen before, or there were just a lot of cartoons that I knew about, but they did not they weren't ones that I wanted to see. Like I would see them, but they weren't exactly my cup of tea. They just weren't. And so it's rather nice kind of, oh boy, that went by fast. To see all of these amazing cartoons of our childhood. Love these. Um, some of them are just amazing. I mean, Scooby Doo, Fred Flintstones, uh, Tweety Bird, and Sylvester, Captain Caveman. Battle. I learned about Battle of the Planets. You guys taught me about that. That it was really G-force, and I love G-force. Heathcliff, Danger Mouse, the Smurfs. Just always love the Smurfs. Masters of the Universe. You guys know how much I love that show. It's just one of the best shows that was on television at the time. Oh, and Voltron. That was my favorite too. Voltron. And see, we're getting closer, guys. We're getting almost to where we needed to be. Uh, Teen Wolf, Ghostbusters, Silverhawks. I didn't know that there was a Rambo TV show, so that was that was a surprise to me that there was a Rambo kids TV show. I mean, that movie was so violent, but it had its own cartoon show. How cool. And Dragon Ball Z. Oh, Captain Planet. These are great ones. Uh, these are all awesome. I never did see the Toxic Crusade. Never did. Um, yeah, there's a lot of them that I missed when I was a kid. Oh, the MC Hammer show. All right, and I think this is where we we ended somewhere around here. Let's see if I can find my cue card that holds the magic information. Um, that didn't take too long. Let's see. 281 is the slideshow I need to be on. All right, so that is the first uh one. So we ended with the pro stars with Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne Gretzky. So now we're starting off with the Wish Kid, the complete series. Never heard of the Wish Kid. Anybody heard of the Wish Kid? Never heard of that one. Then we have X-Men, the animated series from 1992 to 1997. And I would always see the commercials for this, but for whatever reasons, I didn't get to see the cartoon, which I regret incredibly, because I think maybe I saw maybe one or two episodes, but I know a lot of people really highly regard this series. Then we have King Arthur and the Knights of Justice. Never heard of this one. It looks good, right? I mean, it's King Arthur. It's knights. It was from 1992 to 1994. That's a long run. That's two seasons. That's not bad. There was Sailor Moon. This is one that I never did get a chance to get into. I think by then I was too busy. I was holding down like two or three jobs. And so I at least went through two or three jobs, and I did not have time to include Sailor Moon into my schedule, unfortunately. But everyone who saw these cartoons loved it so much, and I hear so much good news about this stuff. Like people are always commenting about Sailor Moon. There's tons and tons of cosplay on Sailor Moon. I can't believe I never got into it. But it's never too late. It's never too late to get into any of these cool cartoons. They'll always be here. We have Conan the Adventurer. 1992 to 1993. And when I say they'll always be here, maybe not all of them, but we have ways these days of getting our hands on these shows. So Conan the Adventurer, never saw this show. And guys, you know how much I love Conan. So um, a, the Hyborian age, and all of that savagery, sword and sorcery stuff. I can't believe I never saw this. Then we have Goof Troop, 1992 to 1993. So it looks like I never saw this. This looks like the adventures of Goofy's son, or sons. It looks like. I have never seen that one. Then there's Beavis and Butthead, which I did manage to see. Who couldn't escape these two? And this was kind of when MTV was trying to change its format and kind of developing, morphing into something a little bit different, and featured these really cool cartoons. 1993 to 1997, Beavis and Butthead. And then we have Sonic the Hedgehog, 1993 to 1994. And I didn't get to partake into this one um, at all because it looks really good, but I just never got into the game or the character, and I know it's a big piece of pop culture that I'm just missing. So let me know if you guys know anything about this particular show. That it's a long, well, it's only looks like it's only one series, one season of it. Then we have Rocco's Modern Life, which was able to catch a few episodes of this, 1993 to 1996. And we have Two Stupid Dogs, 1993 to 1995, which I was probably able to catch one or two episodes, not a whole lot. Now, let's see what you guys are saying about this. Um, uh, uh, and Terry Talks Movie says, waiting for Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is on the list. He's definitely on the list. Um, and Brogu is here. Hello, Brogu. How are you? Running late today, but I made it. Hello, Retro Nerd Girl. It's always nice to see your beautiful face. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Brogu. That is very kind of you to say such a nice thing about me. And also, it's great to see you in the chat. And let's see. Terry Talks Movie says Sailor Moon is great. The pretty guardian who fights for love and for justice. Oh, wow. See? Now, I did manage to see part of a movie with like an ice queen that was really interesting. I didn't get to see the whole thing, but it was I really liked it. And let's see. Terry says went to the Sailor Moon shop in Tokyo. Oh wow. I guess that's you go directly. That's just the you went directly to the source. Oh man. And I guess this is from one of the cartoons, Crappuccino. Is that from Beavis and Butthead? It sounds like something that they would say. Yeah, Beavis and Butthead was like hours and hours of laughing um, uh, at these, these kids, and they were just like, this is so silly. And Mike Judge is just a genius. He just has some sort of unique gift of comedy that is probably it's like on the brink of being edgy and lewd and disgusting, but also like it is a social commentary about life And a lot of times when you start telling people like, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of social commentary in that," they're like, "What? Beavis and Butthead?" I'm like, "Yeah, it was actually kind of a smart show." Yeah. So okay, great. You guys are you didn't. You guys are waiting for my next group of 10 more cartoons from the 90s. Let's keep going. I love it because let's see. Oh yeah, I got some more to go here. All right. So we've got Mighty Max. I never saw this show. 1993 to 1995. Um Exo Squad. Okay, somebody was mentioning how they wanted to see Exo Squad on this list, and there we have it. There is the Exo Squad. I need to see this. It looks right like it's right up my alley. It really does look so juicy and fun. Oh, and that was from 1993 to 1995, so it looks like 2 seasons. Droopy Master Detective. Droopy is such a fun character, so silly and such an interesting character just in general. And so yeah, this would be really fun to watch him play detective. Then we have Squat Cat, the Radical Squadron. What is this? This just turned up in my research. 1993 to 1995. Never heard of these guys. SWAT Cats, the Radical Squadron. Wow. Um, then we have Biker Mice from Mars. Now, somebody also mentioned that in the chat one of these days. Biker Mice from Mars? That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, I have to say. 1993 to 1996, 3 seasons. That's pretty amazing. Then we have the Animaniacs, and of course, I was able to catch these guys. They're hilarious. They were so funny. And they were from 1993 to 1998. What a great show. And it was just so much fun. It was so much fun. Then we have the Bots Master. Uh, Never heard of this one, but it looks like another intriguing show. 1993 to 1994. Then we had Double Dragon. And if I'm not mistaken, is this from a movie, or was the movie made from this cartoon? Let me know if anybody knows if Double Dragon, if this is related to a movie before or after. This was 1993 to 1994. And then we have the Magic School Bus, which was a staple for lots and lots of kids. I was able to catch a few episodes and that were really interesting. There's something about kiddie programs, especially if you're like, you spend the day kind of sick or you're not really feeling very well and you're in sort of a bad mood. Just watch one of these kiddie movies or kiddie shows, and it kind of puts you in a good mood right away. It really does. So I have to confess, I did see quite a few episodes of the Magic School Bus. That was from 1994 to 1997. Then we have The Critic, 1994 to 2001. Um, that's a long time to see that. And it wasn't really, I mean, if you're a kid, sometimes you would catch these, but it wasn't necessarily for kids. But I remember catching this, and it was great. And I think this is like during this time, especially with the liquid television and the stuff that MTV was doing, it was kind of introducing the idea of uh, cartoons that were TV cartoons that were more of a grown-up nature. It's kind of slowly bringing a little bit more seriousness to cartoons, but also at the same time keeping it light and fun. Because if a kid was to watch this, they wouldn't get any of the more sophisticated humor. Sometimes they would though, but not, you know, not outright. And so let's see what you guys are saying about this. Oh, okay. And so, Unicorn Rampant Studio says yes, meaning about the Beavis and Butthead Crappuccino. Yes. Unicorn Rampant Studio says yes. I lost my mind on Beavis and Butthead. I'm ashamed to admit, but it is totally true. Yes, they were so good. It was innocently funny too. It was just something ridiculous about seeing these two kids uh thrash out and and also like laugh for like hours. Well, it wasn't for hours, but they were just like they're just making noises and being silly, and it was innocent, very innocent, but also there was something to be like social commentary to be said in many episodes. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, I just started working in a bookstore where my soon to be second wife had just hired me to, and she introduced me to Beavis and Butthead and all the world of silly things in movies and TV. Oh, that's so cool. That is awesome. I just love when things like that can take us back to like moments in our lives and times, uh, just like snapshots of time. I was watching this really interesting card reader that was talking about. He had a question about looking into the future. Is it possible to time travel? And he was during his reading he was saying that it wasn't possible, but it was possible to look back on a moment in time. And I think we all like instinctively can do that, and anytime we get these nostalgic like triggers that just like say, hey, look, remember this thing and remember the time. Remember the time. So cool. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, Senior Droopy from Guadalupe. Is that from the the Droopy show? He is what an interesting character. Interesting character. Terry Talks Movie says the DD movie came first. Oh, okay. Both based on a cabinet computer game. Yes. Okay, yes. Okay, so Double Dragon was a game first, then it was a movie, then it was a TV show. Got it. Yes, 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 yes. You guys, you helped me out because I knew something was up with that. I was like, wasn't there a movie? But yes, yes, the game. And El Necron is here. Hi, El Necron. Says Double Dragon was an arcade game, I thought. Yes, yes. Um, those old arcade games, man, I remember when Mortal Kombat first came out in the arcade style, and I was addicted. I wasted so many quarters on that. I wouldn't say I would have wasted it, but man, so many quarters spent on Mortal Kombat, and I was actually getting good. But gaming changed, and I did not keep up with the new games, uh, the the PC um, gaming. I just didn't. Well, I couldn't afford it. Let's be very honest. And Brogu says Double was a popular video game. Yes. And oh, look who's here. Stunt Rat 77 Smith. 777 Smith. Gotta get that right. My sweet retro girl. Cartoon hugs. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let me give you a hug. Oh. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're doing well. You're enjoying today. I hope it's really nice weather. And yeah, it's really great to see you here. Um, everyone's saying hi to Stunt Brett, and uh, some people are commiserating in the chat. Uh, and oh, El Necron says the critic was hilarious, wasn't it? It was really funny. Um, and yeah, it was so great. I actually need to go back and watch some of those episodes and just remind myself exactly um how good. I remember it being really funny. I I just can't remember too many episodes, and I'm like, I do remember seeing it regularly. I need uh, to get back into it again, just for the heck of it. And Terry Tuck's movie says the critic was a great satire on movie reviewers. And you know what? This is great because now that I do kind of involve myself in the business a little bit, not intensely, and sort of like on the outskirts and kind of dabble into the ins and outs of the movie industry. It'd be great to check out things now, to look back on it and see if there's anything that I could find relatable. Um, and let's see. And William Blake Hall says the critic. I recall the voice of John Lovitz cheerfully declaring, "It stinks." Yes. Yes, 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 yes. It's great. It is great. What a great um, memory. And let's see. And I didn't catch this, but some Brett says, unicorn, soon to be ex-wife, funny. I didn't catch it. But yes, Terry talks movies. Unfortunately, card readers are all scammers. Oh no, Terry talks movies. Well, I do have some friends who are card readers, including kind of being one a little bit myself, and I never charge any money for for card reading. And I have special things, but if I think it's for if you are telling people advice and charging money for it, I think that's where like, oh, you have I don't know, depends on who. I think everybody has their own business. And there are some people who are nefarious doing these things. Let's put it like that. There are some nefarious individuals, but not all. Not all. I wouldn't say the word all. But definitely, I respect your opinion. Definitely respect it. Unicorn Rampant Studio says we lasted until 2001, almost. Oh gosh, I hear you. Uh, and Stuntbread says, I had one that lasts 11 months. Oh, it's hard. You try, right? You try so hard, and when it doesn't work, it just doesn't, and it's good to move on. It's really, I think those short engagements are a good sign that it's time, that to move on. And Sunbread says never saw the critic. Yeah, it was on I forgot, was it on MTV, guys, or was it on some other show? I know um it wasn't necessarily um It wasn't on like, Sunday morning cartoons or anything. It was on more of like a grown-up time schedule. That's probably why I could catch it. And Danny Stain says, I could not stand the critic. Was it John Lovitz? There's some people who just don't like John Lovitz. They just think that he's not. I don't know. There are just some people who don't like him, and it's hard when you don't enjoy somebody to watch their content. But I enjoyed it. I don't really care about I thought he was good in a lot of things. On Saturday Night Live, he was really funny on quite a few um, uh, skits that he did. So it does take like if you're not a fan of his, I can see why a whole cartoon show about him would probably be really annoying. And Unicorn Runner said, yeah, they're not wasted quarters. It was just the wages of enjoyment for video games. Yes, I would say that too. Like, I don't think it was a waste. I really enjoyed myself when I was doing it, but quarters were hard to come by at the time. I really should have done something else with my time as far as like but I just had to play that game. It was so gratifying, Get over here. I always love that part from Mortal Kombat. Um, and Stuntbrat77 Smith says, "Oh, I know why I had two more brats in 1994 and 96. Barney was on a tape loop. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes. Uh, Barney, man, he was like the guy there. Um, and Stuntbrat says, "Love you so much, Retro. I am well. God bless you, moi." Um, And Unicorn Rabbit Studio says, my first marriage was the shortest 15 months. Wow. That's, yeah. Look, hey, I mean, again, it, it, it happens. It happens. But you gotta try. I mean, look, for all the stuff, all the times that things don't work out, at least you gave it the the chance. You tried. And Unicorn References says, props to you, Stunt Brat. So awesome. And let's see. And Stunt Brat says, Unicorn, huh? I also had two 8-year marriages with kids 20 years apart and did stunts. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And did stunts on top of that. Wow. You are a tough lady. You are a tough lady. And actually, uh, guys, a little off topic. I don't mean to be off topic, but kind of on topic. I actually started watching Scott Atkins, Scott Atkins's YouTube channel, which is one of the guys who is in John Wick 4. And this guy is so amazing as an action performer. Um, and he really gets into the detail with all of his interviews on what these guys have to do. It's in like incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Oh my God. For these action scenes and the fight choreography and all that stuff. I mean, it's brutal. It's brutal. Danny Staten says, I only watched The Critic because it came on after The Simpsons and we didn't have a remote. I was usually too wasted to get up and change the channel. Danny, oh my God. I love it. I love it. It's exactly what I'm thinking. Uh, um, let's see. And Unicorn Rampant says cards for retros inspection, self-reflection. Oh yeah, I mean, I that's what I kind of use them for. I've been using them since I was 18, and like I said, I would never um use it as sort of um like a business or anything like that, as or a like I don't think I've ever read for a friend, or I've ever read for a person other, but I have done, um I do have, like I don't wanna say what I've done with the cards, but I have not done, anything, um, like that, with the cards, and most of the people I know who read are they do it for fun. It's just like another it's almost like learning Spanish or another language, because you have to learn what the cards are saying. It's really kind of fun, to be honest. But um yeah, I totally get what you're saying. Well, Terry talks movies about, like, there are some people who are scammy. I remember um back in the 90s, I got there was a lady who was doing the cards, and um she was like, "Oh yeah, give me a call and I'll do a reading for you." So I called her when I was this was when I was young and impressionable. I would never do anything like that now. And I kind of needed some guidance. I probably felt insecure and stuff like that. And so I called her, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you need a special thing in order to get to clear your spirits and this, that, and the other." And I was like, I got my spidey signals, or the senses were tingling, and they were like, "No, don't do it, don't do it." Because so sometimes there's they'll ask you to buy stuff from their store, special things, special items, in order to clear the spirits and stuff like that. And I'm like, that is just way too much. That is just way too much. I didn't ask for all that. So yeah, it's an interesting topic. It's a very interesting topic. Let's see. William Blake Hall says the critic aired on ABC and then Fox. Oh, all this time I thought it was like on MTV. I did not know that it was on ABC and Fox. And Brad said, I can't stand John Lovitz. Worked with him in '93 film Beverly Hillbillies. Oh wow. Wow, stunt Brad. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's a lot of people who don't like him. I don't. I mean, there's they're just that's just how it is. Um, and Simrat says, no, not have Beverly Hillbillies. I meant City Slickers too. Yes, okay. I was like, Beverly Hillbillies. Yes, okay. City Slickers. Two. City Slickers 2. And Terry Talks Movies says Scott Adkins' channel is great. He was great in John Wick 4. Oh my, I've just become a big fan of his. He's really incredible, real deal. He's been trying to, it looks like he's been doing some of his own low budget movies that he's been directing. He's talked with well, I wouldn't say hundreds, but he's got a lot of interviews with fight choreographers, fight stars, and just hearing their background and and how they train is very, very fascinating. All this time, I'm like, yeah, you could just pretend that some of the stuff happens, but a lot of those guys get really hit in the face and in the chest, and they black out and all sorts of stuff. I mean, their lives are in danger. Um, and Danny Staten says, I don't hate Lovitz. I just that stupid cartoon. He was great in Rat Race movie in 2001. I understand. I understand. Everyone has their own opinion. I respect everyone's opinion. That's the other piece that I think the world is like getting away from that a little bit. I believe so, but yeah, definitely respect your opinion, um, Danny. Absolutely. And Danny Satan says, my blunt honesty sometimes gets me in trouble. LOL. No, you can't be in any kind of trouble around here. No, we're all friends here, and all opinions are appreciated. And I appreciate you spending time with us and feeling comfortable here. So don't worry about it. And Sunrise 777 says, Danny, same here. Aw, she's Sunbright, you're the best. Oh, anti-derivative Jill is here. Hello, I love this cartoon. Great topic. Oh, thank you so much. Guys, anti-derivative Jill has a wonderful channel, and if you ever get a chance, head on over. Lots of Star Trek talk, a lot of geeky talk about shows like UFO and things like that. Um, and she just got 400 subscribers. So yeah, go over there and check her out and see if you might want to join the ranks over there. That would be cool. Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "Oh, howdy, new person. To me, welcome to Friday Live." Thank you for being so welcoming. I appreciate it. Uh, let's see. William Blake Hall says, I remember Mad TV ripping into Miss Cleo. Yes! Saying it isn't funny that you didn't predict 9/11. Yes, okay. Yeah, Miss Cleo, unfortunately, was had a little scam business going on, and it wasn't subtle, it wasn't subjective, it was outright. She was, taking money from people. But the one thing I would have to say that came out of her business that wasn't a scam was that she actually had some pretty good cards, which is a whole nother level, guys. Oh my God. Tarot cards themselves is an art form. Okay, it's like a total art form, and there are so many different cards out there. And again, each deck has their own meanings for different things, and it's almost like learning another language. It's great. Uh, and for people who use it for fun and stuff like that. But if you're like, Cleo, call my 91, my 1-800 number, and I'll solve all your problems. Problems cannot be solved by anyone else. Um, but um, anybody externally. It has to be everything that is uh, that I've found myself, everything that really needs to happen happens internally. That's just an idea. That's just my thoughts. That everybody get. You do need help from the outside world. I do believe so, but it's not as easy as like buying a necklace or asking someone, will my ex-boyfriend come back to me? And it's like, maybe you were meant to like learn something from this experience and stop asking for a band-aid on everything. You know what I mean? uh everybody wants everything to be all the pain and suffering to end immediately. Like I used to work at a vitamin shop, and people used to want to know, like, how can I get rid of this big problem today? It's like, no, you have to. It takes time. Everything takes time. Just and hard work. Gosh, sorry, I went on a little rant there. And Keith E says it helps clear your bank account too. Yes, I mean, yeah, if you have to pay for something, that should be your first red flag. That's your first red flag. If it's like, oh, I gotta pay for this, um, what are you gonna get out of it for real, real? I mean, um, not the idea of something, but the actual, like, actually get something out of it. Like, so, I went into a rant. I'm sorry, everybody. I went into rant. Oh gosh, Sunrise says, the Bible cautions us to stay away from the spirit world. Kind of scares me. It can be scary, yes. Um, and I do feel like that's something completely different. But yes, the Miss Cleo just needed to get her drink on. Probably, I don't know. And I think she has passed on, but yeah, she was running a scammy operation with lots. I think there were lots of people working for her too. Um, yes, Unicorn says no spirits involved. You're safe. Yes. Um, and Danny Satan says if you can't remember your favorite episode of a show, how much did it really matter to you? Ooh, example when Henry Blake bought the farm on MASH. Interesting. Oh, Danny, you're like you are bringing the wisdom today. Now, look, I do. There are certain cartoons that I remember um them fondly, but they weren't as like powerful as others. Like I will say Voltron. That was like that was mine right there. I mean, I could tell you like episodes. I could tell you episodes. Like when Lotor tried to kidnap Princess Allura. My goodness, I don't know. Well, he tried to do that like about 3 or 4 times, but there was one time he got really close, and he's like walking the on this. There was like a bridge. They were supposed to do like a play, and there was a bridge, um, and he he, um, he captured her, and then he's like walking towards her with this insane smile, and she's like, "No, no." It was incredible. I was like, "Oh my God, what is happening here?" Unicorn Rampant Studios says he remembers the the MASH episode. And oh, look who's here, Mama Bear Art Doll. Hello, hi. The Says the critic became the model for everyone on Twitter talking about movies now. Oh my God, that's why I want to revisit it because I think it's relevant. I think it's relevant. So I need to revisit it. Oh, thank you for saying that. That's exactly what I was thinking. And Sunrise says, I was doing banana peel slip behind John Lovitz, and then he just kept screwing around on saying that his line. After 7 fails, I was gonna talk to Billy Crystal about more money. Geez. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's pretty intense. And William Blake Hall says TV culture really unified us way back in high school when Henry Blake got shot down. Everyone was talking about it. Yeah, I think there was something eventful about TV, like Dynasty, right? The big time when uh anytime there was a huge fight scene between Alexis and uh, Crystal and Alexis. It was a big deal. The first time anyone used the B word was, I think it was on that show, but at least maybe it wasn't the first time, but it was like that was the first time I had ever heard it being used. Um, then when JR got shot, all that there were big events. Like you didn't even forget that, and so it's really cool. And oh look, Luminara 843 is here, says hello. Oh hi. I think I've seen you in quite a few of the other chats and or live streams. Hello there. Great to see you in the chat. uh Thanks for being here. Let's see. Uh And Danny is so sweet. Says, I got a wrench, LOL. The only one I'm worried about is offending you. Aw. And then let's see. Uh, William Blake Hall says, I'm old fashioned. I like me some Rider Waite tarot. Mate, that's me. It's the perfect. It's like I understand that deck better than any other. And all the other decks, I'm just sort of like, I'm really guessing, but the other okay, you guys are giving me an idea. Maybe I should show you guys the decks that I have. Maybe yeah, maybe I'll do that in um my member video. I'll do that. Because yeah, because right away it is just perfect. It is perfect. Um, oh look who's here! It's Maddie's daddy. Hello, hi. How are you? Says hey Retro. Good to see your pretty smile as always. Oh my goodness, stop it! Thank you. That is so sweet. Thank you for saying such wonderfully nice words to me. So kind of you. I want to always ask. I hope that Maddie's doing well. And give her a big hug for me. And Mama Bear's Arto says, I've seen people who could scarily predict using tarot, but most asking for money can only accurately uh, predict that your wallet will be lighter. Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's just there's some things I think you can do with it, but I think a, it it must be done ethically, right? And you can tell that because if there are just feelings that come about when someone is asking for something that you're just not you're like, it doesn't seem right. Um, so I think intuition has a lot to do with um, how you go about getting readings, or you just do like me, do your own readings. And they turn out pretty good. It's really like I get the information I need. Um, and I'm able to interpret it the way I need to. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, I'm okay with most pain and suffering. I'm always glad it's not worse. Oh, what a great way to look at that. It pretty much, yes. Right on. And Sunred says, new sub here, girl. Looks like fun. Hugs. Oh, so sweet. Let's see. And okay, so there's more chit chat, conversations in the chit chat and I love it. Let's see. I'm just gonna skip a little bit. And Brogo, you weren't ranting, you were enlightening us. Oh, you're so kind. I'm a few minutes behind. And Luminar says Cleo was not the head of the organization. Okay. Just the face. She made no money from the operation. That's why she did not go to jail. HBO has a great document. Thank you, Luminara. I'm so glad that you were here to give us that information. Because yeah, it was the whole thing was a big scam, and unfortunately, when you have your face as you're the face of the organization, everyone blames you for um, any of that kind of stuff. So yes, thank you for that information. It's very important to clear up any kind of you know thing like that, and wouldn't want to blame anyone for that. But yeah, her name has been dragged through I forgot what her real name was. um in all of this. And anti-derivative Jill says, I called Miss Cleo when I was a kid. Oh my gosh. And when they mentioned pain, this sounds like something I would do. When they mentioned payment, I hung up. And a few days later, my mom complained that they called. I never told her that it was my fault. Oh, that's so cute. Uh, that sounds like something I would do. Absolutely. Let's see. And Maddie's daddy says the first time the B word was used was actually on the Tonight Show. Johnny Carson was talking about dogs, so he could just sneak it in. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose though it's that would be a good way. He used to do that stuff. Um, It was innocent humor. And yeah, that was the first time I had ever heard it was on Dynasty, and I was like, oh, how could they? And once you break the rules, you can never go back. You can never go back. And now they use it all the time. And any derivative, Jill says, I did, but I got away with it, and that was the most important thing. That's the PSA for today is got away with it, and that was the most important thing. I think that's hilarious. Keith A says, I think Unicorn is out in the lobby grabbing some people and sending them in here. Well, thank you, Unicorn, for doing that. And the hidden is here. It says, hi, Retro Nerd Girl. Did you look into the 80s cartoon Shirt Tails? Yeah, it's on my list. So once I'm done with all of these, which I have two more episodes to go through, I will put together the final document with all of your inclusions. So that's everything that you guys have included. And today so far, we've got Angela Anaconda that I need to add to the list. So let me make a double note on shirt tails. This is going to be one heck of a document, guys. Uh, Tails. And I think shirt tails are like these uh, stuffed animals with shirts on them, but they all do like different things. Let me know if I'm right about that the hidden. And Mama Bear Ardo says, oh my God, Shirt Tails, I had the panda plushie. Okay, so I wasn't. Yes, okay, it's coming back to me a little bit. I think I did see that, and I wasn't sure anybody was gonna like that. Um, but yeah, okay, so I'm gonna add that to my list for sure. Once it's all done. And Maddie's daddy says, Maddie is wonderful. Thank you for asking. Oh God. Oh, so good. That is wonderful. And William Blake Hall says, not that I'm really minding, but how long have we been shipwrecked here on this island of Aquatic? Oh man. Okay, yes, we're gonna keep going. We are gonna keep going. Uh, okay, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna skip through a few of the messages. I hope that you guys don't mind that I skip through. Um, I'm gonna just say hello to a few people. We've got Tracy Rothmeyer's here. Hello, Tracy Rothmeyer. So good to see you. And let's see. Um, and Stunt Brett 77 Smith says retro. My mom told me that the audience was shocked at Gone with the Wind when Rhett said, "Damn," uh, laughing. Well, yes, I mean, that was a big deal, and it still is. But I heard a song the other day with that, and then I was like, "Whoa, you can say that now and in a song?" And then I was like, "Well, yeah, there's a lot of songs with curse words in it and all sorts of stuff." So uh, I guess it's all right. And William Blake Hall says, "Sunbet, my own reaction was Clark. I felt that way the whole hour ago." And okay, so we have a new face in the crowd. I'm gonna try to pronounce this Vzak Pin Collector. I hope that's right. Vzak Pin Collector says, "I loved Shirt Tails. It came before DuckTales." Oh, really? All right. Okay, so we're almost okay, one last one. Mama Bear Ardell says Shirt Tails was a cartoon with young animals in t-shirts. I can track down the an episodes for you at Retro. Oh, cool. Yeah, because I do remember seeing a poster for that. And Terry Tuck says, here in Australia we use swearing as a punctuation. The Hidden says, almost retro nerd girl. It was Shirt Tails, is was like in live action movie Rescue Rangers. However, Shirt Tails involved different types of animated talking animals fighting crime. Okay. And William Blake calls this Terry and particularly choice Australian phrases. Oh man. Okay, so we are ready to move on finally. Guys, I'm so sorry. Uh it was my ranting. I went into the rants and that All right, so the next one is Duckman. You guys remember this one? So this one was such a like a wacky kind of show. And it's like it's interesting that it came around the same time as the critic because they both kind of have these weird, like a weird grown-up flavor to it. The Duckman, Private Dick, Family Man. It was a play on words, a play on words. 1994 to 1997. We have Gargoyles, which I did not have the pleasure of seeing, but I did see quite a few ads for this, like, or what do you call them? Commercials, advertising that it was going to come on, but I never did get a chance to see it. Then there were Wildcats. Never saw this one. Didn't even know that they existed. Covert Action Teams, 1994 to 1995. Then we have Skeleton Warriors. Guys, this is very unique. I have never seen this. That was 1994. This is actually kind of interesting. Just like how in the world were kids supposed to get into this? It is like um kind of scary in a way. Let's see if I can open this up a little bit more. Yeah, they're all skeletons. That's wild. That's just wild. Um, and I think I like it. And what am I talking about? When I was a kid, I loved this stuff anyway. There was BattleTech, the animated series, 1994. I This is another one that totally went over my head. And then there's Mutant League, 1994. A new breed of ultimate athletes. And then we have Space Ghost. This is the modern version of Space Ghost, Coast to Coast, 1994 to 2004. What a hilarious revival of Space Ghost as a talk show host. What an interesting concept. It was hilarious. Then we have Fantastic Four, the animated series, 1994 to 1996. Then we have The Tick, 1994 to 1996. I remember this one. It was so funny and cute. And then we had Phantom 2040, released. This was in 1994 to 1996. And honestly, I never caught this. I did see the movie, but I didn't catch this show. Looks like it was interesting. Let's see what you guys have to say about this. Um, and V Zach says, yeah, I was just lurking until someone mentioned Shirt Tails. I've been subscribed for a while. You can just call me Zach. Okay, Zach. So good to see you here, and so glad that you decided to say a few words and let us know that you were here. And let's see. And William Blake Hall says Duckman. I think that was the voice of Jason Alexander, known as George Costanza from Seinfeld. Yes, it was. Uh, look, Jason Alexander's voice is just funny. Like there's a just this the cadence of the way he speaks and everything. It just has a funny way of it, and especially just his comedic timing is just one of those things. So Duckman was funny. It just was. Um, but again, the cartoon style was so weird. It did sometimes take me out of the show because I was like looking at it going, what is going on here? I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure some people were like, what are we watching? The hidden it says Shirt Tails cartoon lived up to their title by flashing the words on the animal shirts, teaching kids the alphabet letters. Oh, man, it's been a while. I'm trying to remember Shirt Tail. And Zach says, oh, he's just saying hi to William. Let's see. And Mama Bear says, Gargoyles was a top tier show. Oh, wow. I see that's one that looked good, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch it one of these days," and never did get a chance to. After all these years, I think maybe I should catch up on it. The Hidden says, "Retro Nerd Girl, Wildcats comic book story. It made into a cartoon. Had the rights transferred to DC." Oh, interesting. Interesting. And Unicorn Rampant Studios says, I still want uh to be Space Ghost if I ever grow up. Oh, how cute. Space Ghost is so cool. And William Blake Hall says, the tick was great, always versusing everyone with the poor bunny boy who was in fact a moth. Oh, I have to refresh myself on the tick. I have to refresh myself. It's been years. It's been years. Brogu says, I remember Wildcats. It came from a comic book. And William Blake calls says, from Tick's slideshow boring, losing consciousness. And Brogu says that Phantom 2040 came around the same time as Aeon Flux. Oh, cool. And Mama Bear Art Doll says, honestly, Gargoyles would be a great one to watch and discuss episodes. Ooh, that's a good idea. Huh. That is a good idea. I should write that down. I should write that down. Gargoyles. Okay. I'm probably gonna call you to see if you want to look at those episodes. Let's see. Uh, oh, look who it is. It's my cool dog. It says bark bark. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "Oh my God, if we can get a baby between Aeon Flux and Space Ghost, ooh, that would be awesome! Wow, you're shipping these guys already?" I'm actually kind of surprised it hasn't been done already, though. But uh, see, William Blake Hall says, "My best friend liked Gargoyles, the Gargoyles cartoon, but you still need to watch the TV movie." Gargoyles. There was a TV movie? Okay. I got work to do. Oh my God, this is gonna be I gotta watch the episodes. I've gotta watch the movie. And the hidden says, Retro Nerd Girl, what are your thoughts on the UK's G.I. Joe military version Action Man? Do you think Action Man should be brought back to the big screen? Um, what is Action Man? Okay, well, I guess I'll have to look it up really quickly. Let's see if I can find it really quick. Action Man. Oh, okay. Oh, I want. Can I have one of these? Um, uh, so you're saying that, let's see. Uh, oh, was there a movie ever made of Action Man? That could be fun, like a movie about an action character. That would be great. Why not? Um, yeah, he's really good. Like just so you all could see what he's talking about. Let's see if I can share the screen. I'll do this. Why don't we? Oh no. How did that happen? Let's see if I can share the screen. I'm gonna be able to do both. Let's see. Share the screen, share that screen, and let's see, I'll add another one, right? Um, oh, it won't let me share more than one screen at a time. Oh no, it will. Let me just, yeah, it won't let me share more than one screen at a time. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Um, we'll go. Here I am, like thinking I'm getting all tech savvy, but guys, yeah, this is our action guy, Action Man. Very interesting. They gave him like uh, 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 a stubbly beard kind of thing going on here. That is cool. Yeah, I love action figures. I mean, I wish I had more. I have like sort of actiony figures, if you will, articulated um, male figures, if you will. and articulated females. Those are the ones that I really um, like to use for my a project that I'm working on. But here's Action Man. Looks really interesting. Yeah, that would be cool. Look at all of the different action men there are. Cool. Yeah, I would love to see a movie like that in the same vein as like the G.I. Joe movies. Thank you for introducing me to Action Man. That would be really cool. Um, and let's see. Uh, Mama Bear says, if you do, get some Trek fans in it. Oh, for the for to review the to review the gargoyles. And she says, of course, I would love to. Yes, we'll do it. We just have to organize the right timing. Um, and William Blake Hall says, Gargoyles 1972 with amazingly young Scott Glenn. Oh, oh, that's the movie? Oh, I gotta write that down. 1972, yeah. And let's see. And James Cole said, I'm just glad that you both like male and female bodybuilders. Um, I do. Um, yeah, they're cool. I mean, live and let live. That's my motto. Uh, the Hidden says Action Man had a live action TV show in the mid 90s, Retro Nerd Girl. Since Hasbro is hinting with their Transformer 2023 movie, a shared universe, do you think that the time is right for Action Man? Oh, yeah, why not? Bring on the action. But you know what? The script is gonna, you have to make a decision really. Like, is it gonna be is it gonna be fun or is it gonna be serious? And if it's going to be serious, um, I don't know. I mean, because if it's in the Transformer world, like, uh, how how realistic are we going? You know what I mean? Because it would be if you did have based on these pictures I'm seeing here of the toy line, it would be really nice if it was grounded in reality, which would be cool. And I think it'd be fine. Like uh, TV show from the mid '90s, we could definitely have a revival of that. Yeah. And let's see. Mama Bear Art Doll says, I have a black, fully articulated Ken doll and a large Iron Man doll. Uh, that is as close to action figures as I have. Oh, cool. Oh my God, yes, the articulated Ken dolls are really they're raising their game. And there's a lot that you can do with those dolls now. Because the articulated dolls that are out there are usually um like a decent price, but you know, I have quite a few of the articulated Ken dolls, and I'm just like I'm loving the stuff that I do. There's another brand too called World of Peacekeepers that does an action figure dolls, and I have quite a few of those guys, and they're pretty much the same kind of line. Let me just see if I can show that to you guys because we're on the topic. World of Peacekeepers. Let's see. Keeper doll. Oh, they have them. Yes, they do. Let's see if I can show you any of the ones I have. Um, I have this guy. I was actually looking to try to get another one of him because I love all of his stuff because of course he's in outer space. He's an astronaut. Let's see, which other one do I have? I don't see the one that mm, uh, oh, I don't see the other ones that I have here, but I have one with like a briefcase and a suit. He's like I was eyeing up this guy because I thought he was really cool, and this one as well for the face mask. But they're like pretty cool. Like the accessories are so adorable, and I wish they made a like a show out of these guys. I'm such a nerd. Anyway, let's see if I can get back to the countdown or get back to the um let's see Unicorn Rampant Studios. Just keep Micronauts and Transformers. All of my Planet of the Apes, GI Joe superhero figures went to my brother. Oh, oh no, they all went to the your little brother. Oh my God. Oh, to your, I'm not sure if it's your little brother, but it went to your brother. Oh no. And James Cole says, I love Transformers Beast Wars TV show. Oh, cool. And Luminara says, I collect Hot Toys and other 1/6 uh, figures, scale figures, right? Yeah, they now that now you're bringing it back. You're on um you're bringing it back because it's like the 1/6 scale man channel that you I've seen you in the comments. Yes. Um this is like this is like my jam. I love like learning about this kind of stuff. I don't have any official like stuff from Marvel or any of that stuff, but I'd love the geeky talk and stuff that goes on in that kind of space where we're talking about figures and stuff like that. But there are some people who like cheat a little bit and they get the heads and then they swap on the bodies of like these cheaper like bodies that you can get. Like some of these are like the 20 something bucks for articulated body, and you can put on you know, um a fancier head mold on there, and and have sort of a cool diorama of your favorite creations. So yeah, I love it. I think it's cool. I love the toy world, and I do um you know look around and see all the different techniques that there are for making dioramas because I think it's I love it. I love it, guys. I love it. We ventured off into a topic in which I adore. Sorry. Unicorn Rapids 2, Beast Wars was incredible. I see. I never got a chance to enjoy that. And James Cole says, "What do you think of Tarzan?" Um, Tarzan's he's cool. Tarzan's pretty cool. Um, I guess he's a little bit out of time now. They haven't been able to really make a good Tarzan movie. But yeah, Tarzan's pretty cool. Um, Mama Bear Arto says Beast Wars was fantastic. Okay, I got it. Okay, I have to write that down. Beast Wars. I just haven't been able to get um I should this is Transformers Beast Wars. I'm just gonna write that because sometimes I don't remember. Okay, the hidden thank you for asking. Ask James Cole, what are your thoughts in regard to Transformers 2023 teaser release of that movie's exosuit? And do you think it will be how Hasbro create their shared universe? This is very fascinating. Okay, so we'll have to see what James' response is going to be to that. And then Unicorn Rampant Suited, that's okay. He's taking great care of the toys, and we're both quite a bit um and they're worth quite a bit now and refuses to give them back. Yes, of course. uh the hidden says, Retro Nerd Girl, what are your thoughts on Hasbro's other struggling IP, uh, ROM, um, the Space Knight? I don't know that. I'm sorry. ROM, the Space Knight? Never heard of it. You are teaching me right now. The hidden. You are teaching me right now. And the Mama Bear, depends on the body. Some 1/6 scale bodies are quite pricey because of the articulation and details. Yes, they're just wonderfully done. It's art. It's it's art. So a lot of respect. And I do adore what is it, Flex Fridays? It should be happening tonight. Figure Flex Fridays is that show that I've seen quite a few times, and the stuff that people do to create their dioramas, it's just insane. It's insane. I'm trying to create. I create what you guys don't see is I have some dioramas here that I do of 6 scale, but they're not of any particular they're just stuff that I create on my own ideas. One of them is a Christmas store because I always wanted to have a Christmas store, but finances, time, energy, so on and so forth. And so I was like, what if I had a Christmas store, a mini Christmas store that I can say, "This is my Christmas store." It's my little mini version, and I did it, and it was a lot of fun. I will have to show you pictures one day. It's really interesting. Um, Mama Bear Arto says, "I drew black ara arachnia uh, arachnia a while back." Ooh, I don't know who that is. Black arachnia. Sounds cool. It sounds cool. Just so everybody knows, Mama Bear Art Doll has an art channel that she draws and this wonderful watercolors, and it's just great. I think last weekend I watched her show on Saturday morning, and I'm not sure she's not going to have one this Saturday, if I'm memory serves me correctly, but the next um, Saturday, and you can always watch her videos. They are very good, very um, it's very wonderful to see the art in progress. Um, it's one of my favorite things to do is watch people uh, go to town and create. And Tom Limery is here. Oh my God, Tom Limery, so good to see you. Hi, RNG. Hi, everyone. Oh my God, thank you for being here today. And James Cole says, I do have Transformers Beast Wars on DVD. Okay, wow. Okay, so I may have to do some research to try to at least get a good idea of Transformers Beast Wars. As I had no clue about it. I am so out of the loop on it. um, and oh, Mama Bear Ardell says she's a villain on Beast Wars. Okay. Yes, I am going to check out that. And let's see. And it says Mama Bear confirms not this week because of the event at Skywalker's channel. Next week I'm wrapping up Mermaid. Yes. So uh not this weekend, but you're probably welcome to to watch one of her older videos where she is drawing, and I believe that there are uh, some sped up uh, videos as well. And then the following week, you will be able to see her live, uh, and that's really pretty cool. And Unicorn Rabbit, yes, Unicorn Rampant Studio says, thanks for pointing out Mermaid again, Mama Bear. I've drawn a few this month. You have drawn a few as well this month? Oh, wow. Yes, Mermaid, in case anybody does not know, it's the month of the mermaid, and uh, Mama Bear Art Doll and Unicorn Rampant Studio are artists. They create really cool works, and so the theme this month is mermaids. So I really the inner artist in me is just going, why aren't you doing this? But you can't do like there's been so much time in a day, so I'm like, I have to just balance my life out. That's what it is. It's about balance. So maybe I need to take some time out for art, but yeah, I love art a lot. I do. I do. And Mara Bear Ardell says that she was excited for it. Yes, I mean, mermaids are also the coolest. They are just the one fantasy creature um, that just about everybody likes. I don't know anyone who hates mermaids. You know what I mean? Have you ever met anyone who just like hates mermaids? Like I haven't. I haven't. Uh, uh, oh, okay. So the marketing calendar says mermaid. Oh, got it. Uh, and the hidden says, Retro Nerd Girl, will you see the new Barbie movie? And do you think it will do better than Hasbro's Gem movie? I think just about anybody has the chance right now to do better than the Gem movie, because the Gem movie really missed the mark so badly. Um, Unfortunately, there was a lot of hype for it. A lot of people wanted that movie to succeed. We didn't understand that somebody could have the keys to the castle and still end up in the moat. It was really weird. It was a weird decisions all around with the Gem movie. The Barbie movie will have detractors. It will have a lot of people who will love it because of the nature um, of Barbie, just the pink and the girly stuff, and the kitschy nature of Ken, and that entire world. I think it will have some criticism from some people about some of the um possible. I haven't seen the movie yet, but possible like um girl power stuff that might be in the movie. But I think on the most part it will be liked. I think it will be. They are trying to shop this around for kids. And which in the last trailer or the first trailer, I believe, there were quite a few adult jokes in there, but it was done in a way that maybe kids might not even recognize that they're those those kind of saucy um, uh, jokes were there. So I think it's gonna do well. I actually do. The biggest thing that I realize that's happening with Mattel, which I'm really kind of surprised that they are really prepared for The Little Mermaid, with tons and tons of dolls. The doll community, which I'm a part of, um, is completely obsessed with the new Little Mermaid and is buying up all of the merchandise like hotcakes. But I don't see any Barbie movie stuff. And I think there is one doll that's out there, but I I am hoping that's not the doll that they're going to release for it. So, because it just that's the part that I really was surprised at. I really was looking forward to seeing more dolls. Definitely a Ken doll, and I don't see that right now. Maybe they're holding out for a little while, but yeah, that's usually a good sign whether or not one of their adjacent movies are going to do well when it comes to Mattel. So we'll see. It is a hard one, but I do think that there's a lot that we're going to get from that movie that's going to be pretty good. I don't foresee, but I do believe that there will be detractors. Period. Point blank. Just gonna be there's just gonna be people who are gonna hate that movie. But I think on the most part, people are gonna like it. And Margot Robbie is she's great. I mean, I don't know if she's gonna be great in the movie, but so far looks she looks good. Unicorn Rampant Studio says, I predict yes and yes. Oh man, yeah. That was a long answer. Sorry about that, guys. When I get into a subject matter that I really love, I just can't stop talking about it. And then Mama Bear Ardell says, I think my viewers will be happy when I'm done with it, though. I needed a change of pace. I totally hear you because I mean obviously I'm one of your viewers and I'm not sick of it, but I hear you and on that because I was doing trying to do Savage May basically where I had all the Savage movies, and I think once I started to look at it I was like maybe one or two similar movies back to back, but I think people get tired of seeing the same thing over and over again or multiple times. So then I said, okay, I need to switch up my schedule. So I know a lot of you guys. I promised I was going to do Savage May, but with the blackout and everything that I had on or the internet blackout that I had on um on Saturday, it made me rethink a couple of things. And Mama Anto says there's a fan theory that it'll be akin to The Wizard of Oz, and if that's true, I might watch it. Ooh, if it's like that, I'm so in. I'm so in. I do love that idea, and I think what's also going to help it is that this is all going to be like make believe. So she's in a make believe place, and she goes to the real world, and so that might buffer some of the weirdness that maybe this could get. um let's see, Terry Talks Movie says the Barbie movie will work. Greta Gerwig is a hell of a director. That's the other thing that's really um going, like, every director has their their ups and their downs, and I think um Greta Gerwig has a unique, like, feminine voice. And so that could work against her, but I think from what I'm seeing so far, it's actually looking good. I mean, it's actually looking pretty good to me. I don't, it Barbie is doing the things that Barbie should be doing. And that's what's the main thing. Is like if we got Barbie and she wasn't doing Barbie stuff, I'd be like, this is not Barbie. You can keep that trash right there, But Barbie is doing Barbie things, and that is like the most important part of selling this thing to me. So, uh, yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. No matter what the story ends up being. And the hidden says, "Wow, retro nerd girl, you really gave Gem and the holograms a big elbow from the sky. I promise not to ask how Hasbro should incorporate Gem into their cinematic universe. Well, it's not too late for Gem. Gem, um, I'm sorry, was I really that harsh on Jem? Jem was there were so many people so excited for Jem. They got a lot of people online to do a lot of things in the name of that movie. And it was really disappointing that it just couldn't rise to the occasion as it should have, story wise, and even cinematically. It just didn't look um, like the cartoon with the pop of color and the glamour and the glitz. Um, this should be bigger and larger than life, and the music was really not as great as it could be. And they didn't even use the actual song that was in the the TV show, at least once. I thought would have been a really cool idea, and I don't mean to get too crazy with it, but I thought it would have been a really great idea if Molly Ringwald, the aunt character, was actually Jem, and she was handing down so you can have that, just like even a moment of us seeing like Jem and the holograms in the height of the 80s, looking really cool and singing, and then passing it on to her, to create a new Jem for a new generation, and that might have worked. It's the story for me was just, ugh, um, it was hard. We've gone. I'm sorry. I went into rant. Okay. But yes, it needed a lot of work, but um, I think they can recover. Just do it over again. Do it over again, but this time do it right. Um, and not make it about dated social media stuff, because that's what really kills it. I mean, you look at the stuff that they did with YouTube and trying to incorporate YouTube into the story, and it sucked, and that was their biggest issue. um but and this is what I fear about the new movie that's coming out, for Disney. What is it called? Hercules. And to be honest, Hercules, the original cartoon was actually my, not cartoon, but the actual animated version was actually my favorite Disney uh, movie. I loved it. They switched things up. It was a kind of a prince instead of a princess story, and it was really well done. I mean, just great. Uh, uh, I cry through that movie so many times, and so to see and hear that they're going to be um doing things through a TikTok thing is just like, really, we don't even know if TikTok is going to be around for how long is TikTok going to be around? It's been around for a while now, but how long much how much longer? Also, like, why date it so much, and why not make something more classical, something that's going to last the test of time, something that's going to feel um like it's not just appealing to like the latest 10-year-old, but something that's going to relate to everybody. Just saying. Just I'm sorry. I went on a rant again. Sorry about that. I went on a rant. Mama Bear Outdoor, I've seen the Barbie movie, and admittedly, I I'm tempted on her to make her into Harley Quinn. Oh, the new Barbie movie, Barbie. You have? Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what did they do? What did they do to the doll? It's just I'm gonna have to custom make my own Barbie movie doll, obviously. But yeah, she probably might make a better Harley Quinn. Yeah. Uh, I don't know, I didn't understand. And oh, it's Courtney's Fellowship of Oddballs is here. Hi everyone. Hi Retro Nerd Girls. So good to see you, Courtney. Let's see. Let's see. Unicorn Rampant Studio says, Jem is a great character and can always be brought back. Just ignore the movie. Right. That's exactly what I think. They can just start over, do it over, you know, uh, do over. That's all I can say. And if they want to, they could even make it an animated movie if they wanted to. Or, if they feel like live action would be too expensive, and I think ultimately that's the other reason why that movie didn't wasn't successful is, and also the budget kind of sucked up. I mean, it was a low budget film, or it didn't really have the budget to help it out. Um, but you don't really need a big budget, and that's the other part that's really weird, is that they didn't need a big budget. But it was just the way it was written. There was something very cheap about it. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I know that there were people who really put a lot of hard work into that movie, and um, I wish it worked out, and we understood what was going on there. And the hidden says, Retro Nerd Girl, any thoughts on the two biggest toy companies, Hasbro and Mattel, should merge into one company to share IPs? That would be interesting. I mean, I think Mattel has actually done an excellent job on their IPs, and what they're doing with Barbie in particular is really good. Besides having this new deal with, well, I think both Hasbro and Mattel have deals with Warner Brothers Discovery, so and they're already kind of matching things. I thought uh, that Warner Brother Discovery also was in the works to do a another Hasbro project, which was like a Matchbox, which is it's just a weird. I was like, what is this Matchbox? They're gonna do a movie about Matchbox? Very interesting. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure they could merge, but they have completely different methods of doll making, especially if you look at any of the dolls from Hasbro versus Mattel, especially like fashion dolls or articulated dolls. It's totally different techniques between the two companies. So they would have to work out uh, which technique would reign supreme. Uh, and that would be, and Mama Bear Art Dog, how do you do Gem without the Misfits? This is what I'm saying. That was one of the biggest problems with the movie, was that you didn't get the Misfits until the very end of the movie. And it played like a Disney Channel movie. That's what it played. Like, my God, I'm tearing into this movie so hard. I'm so sorry that I have to do that to this is why I don't talk about movies I don't like. I mean, not that I don't like Gem and the Holograms. I appreciate them for trying, but I just do. I did wish that they did not try to go too far from the formula, because at that point you could just call it anything else but Gem, and people would have accepted this movie for what it was if it wasn't called Gem and it didn't try to, like, you know, parasitically latch onto the you know, the fame of Gem, you know. If it just was called something else, we wouldn't care. We would not care. We're like, oh, that's a movie. That was kind of cool. But if you tell me that's supposed to be Gem, no way, no way. And they didn't have the misfits. Like, what is going on? That's like the heart of the story. Sometimes is when you look at the cartoon, was the conflict between the two bands, and not just their band, but sometimes there would be like contests and all kinds of stuff that they'd have to go through. And sorry to also go off on that, but let's see. James Cole says I have the Gen on DVD as well. Is that the movie, or do you have the movie, or do you have the TV show? That if you have the TV show, it's probably that's gonna be awesome. Uh, just loved that theme song. And Qatar Kal, Qatar Lal is says that he's just lurking, and that is just always welcome. Lurking is always welcome around here. Yes, Unicorn Rampant Studio says lurking is always allowed. It's always allowed. And James Cole says, I do have the Gem cartoon. Yes. Okay. Yes. That was good stuff back then. Good stuff. All right. Let's see if I can um finish this list off, um because I've kept you guys for so long. I'm so sorry. We went into rants and other conversations. We've got to get back to the main focus of the story here. Let's see if I can get uh, Uh, back to the main focus. Cartoons. All right, cartoons. There we go. So let's see. The next one, let me see. Where do I need to go to? Oh boy. All right, let's see if I can get through to these and see. All right, so we've got 310. This is let's see. Ooh, we've got Monster Force. You guys remember this? I've never seen this before. Monster Force, 1994. Then The Head, 1994 to 1996. Another one that I never heard of before, and this was from MTV. Reboot. Now, guys, I didn't catch those other ones, but I did catch Reboot. And I loved this show. 1994 to 2001. And I do believe that Reboot also got a reboot. And that was a pretty good show, too. Highlander, the animated series. Now, this is really interesting. We're talking about a show um, based on a movie that was really super violent, and now they made it into an animated TV show. I don't know if you guys remember also too, there was a live action TV show which I loved as well. This one lasted, it's from 1994 to 1996. We have Aladdin, who had his own TV series from 1994 to 1995. We've got the Spider-Man, the animated series from 1994 to 1998. There were lots and lots of Spider-Man cartoons before this. This is just one that emerged at this time. Then we have Pinky and the Brain, guys, 1995 to 1998. What a show! What a show! And then there is Sky Surfer Strike Force, 1995 to 1996. I've never seen this one. So let me know if you guys have seen Sky Surfer Strike Force. Never heard of that one before. Then there was The Mask, 1995 to 1997. This was hilarious. Of course, to play a play on the movie. It was that Jim's starring Jim Carrey, and this was quite funny, quite funny. Then there was Dumb and Dumber, 1995 to 1996, another cartoon based on a movie. Then there was The Max, 1995. 1995. I've never seen this uh, at all, ever. This is totally brand new to me. Then there was The Savage Dragon, another one that's completely new to me. 1995 to 1996. And G.I. Joe Extreme. This is I believe the second iteration of G.I. Joe, 1995 to 1997. I didn't catch this show, but I definitely caught the earlier show. Ultra Force is another one here, 1995. And it looks like I've never seen that one before. And then Neon Genesis Evangelion, um, uh, 1995 to 1996. Yeah, all of there's so many here that I have never was able to see that. Uh, and let's see. Danny Staten is his eyeballs. And Unicorn Rabbit said, "There's a list." I know we forgot about the list there for a minute. I was just going off, into the sunset with my rants. And Margaret Art Doll says, "LOL, sorry, I'm a weapon of mass distraction." Oh, no, not you. You're you're fine. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, "We're all cats intercepting lasers." Oh, wow, that's a good one. That is so true, especially in my case. And the Hidden says, well said, Retro Nerd Girl. The Misfits made Gem and the holograms into characters we could respect back in the 80s, given the conflicts and victories acquired. Thank you. Thank you. And Danny Staven says, is that a list of the worst cartoons of all time? Danny. And William Blake calls, speaking of MTV, anyone recall the Max? Yes. And so I've never seen the Max before. So, yeah, uh, I, I'm, I'm at a loss. I really don't know. I've never seen it before. It looks interesting, like some sort of creature. Um, and Unicorn Rampant Studio said reboot was oddly interesting. Yeah, I adored that show because it was like the digital world, and it almost felt like computers, and and you have to hit the reboot button, which I had to do recently. So yeah, it's a good show in my opinion. There was viruses and all sorts of cool things. And Mama Bear Art Doll says, "Oh, reboot." Also drew Hexadecimal. That one got some. That one got some hate. Oh, I didn't know that one. True hexadexical. I'll have to look into that. Decimal. Yeah, I never heard of uh Drew Deci hexadecimal. Never heard of that one. And Katar says, watch Thailander, the animated series. Oh, really? Yeah, I must have missed it. Just outside my radar. Just outside. And William Blake Hall says, Pinky in the Brain. All right, yes. What a show. And Unicorn says, yes, I remember the Max. Good art, unlike most Image comics. Oh, really? And Katar says, the Max was cool. And Mama Bear says, I think the Savage Dragon was a Marvel show. Okay. Oh, okay. And but Unicorn says it was also Image. Interesting. And Keita says I haven't finished the Genesis Evangelion. Uh, so that show I must have also just missed as well. Because I've heard of it. I've heard of Evangelion, but Neon Genesis Evangelion. Maybe I was just um seeing Evangelion and not seeing the Neo Genesis. It's possible. And the hidden says, given our current real political climate regarding Iraq, Iran, which story is more relatable? Uh, Action Force versus Cobra, or G.I. Joe Extreme versus Iron Claw? Um, I don't know, but if anybody else in the chat, wants to throw in an idea, um, uh, going ahead. I am at a total loss. A total loss on that one. Uh, and Mama Bear says, I drew the character hexadecimal from Reboot. That video got a fair one. Oh, that's am I right over my got it. That's really sad. Why didn't they like it? That's weird. Uh, and Mama Bear says it happens. Probably people don't know who the know the character. She does have an evil look. Okay, yeah, I guess so. But still, I don't know why anybody would want to do dislikes. I mean, I'd rather just not say anything. Uh, but you know, people are people. So let's see if I can get a few more in be to get this let me see. Um, 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 okay, we're gonna get a couple more in. Um, I may have to cut this shorter. Okay, let's see. It's 3:25 is where I'm up to. We got Freakazoid, guys. Now, I did not. I may have gotten to see a few episodes of this, not a whole lot. But yeah, this was one from 1995 to 1997. We've got Earthworm Jim, 1995 to 1996. I don't know if anybody has ever seen this one, but it's like a earthworm in a, a spacesuit. It's really weird. And then, okay, here's Action Man, just what you were looking for. Action Man, 1995 to 1997. Uh, and Superman, the animated series from 1996 to the year 2000. And Arthur, 1996 to 2022. Uh, uh, this is, of course, adorable for younger audiences. And Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys. This is all new. I've never seen this, but it looks like so much fun. 1996 to 1997. Look at that. That looks like so much fun. And then, oh, okay. I missed all those other ones, but I did not miss this one. Dexter's Laboratory, 1996 to 2003. Love this show so much. I love Dexter. He's just so adorable. And there are just so many um, silly episodes that I just love watching from this show. That puts a big smile on my face. Absolutely, absolutely adored his sister Dee Dee and their rivalry, and just a whole bunch of other characters and scenarios that were just completely ridiculous, and I love them all so much. So this is one of my favorites for sure. And you know what I'm gonna do is that I am gonna put together a top 10. Uh, should a top 10 or top 20? Uh, top 10 most favorite cartoon. Um, and of course, Dexter's Laboratory will be on there. Um, and then we have, I forgot the way you pronounce this, Kalu. And this is for like like super young kids, 1997 to 2010. And we have Bob the Builder, which is from 1997 to 2018. But here's one, I didn't get to catch this, and I really wish I did. And it's never too late, hopefully, to catch some of this stuff. But this is Spawn, 1997 to 1999. Then we have Recess, 1997 to 2001. I was able to catch a couple of episodes of this. It was really funny. And then there was Daria, which I was able to catch a couple of episodes as well. This was a big hit at the time, 1997 to 2002. People were going crazy for Daria. Uh, uh, then we have Cow and Chicken, 1997 to 1999, which is sort of another kind of Ren and Stimpy type kind of show. Uh, I always mix them up a lot, but then there was Johnny Bravo, and my goodness, did I think this show was funny. 1997 to 2004. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Uh, oh, okay. So back to this issue was saying that I see the dislike was as reaching outside of my normal circle. Yes. Yeah, this I guess sometimes that happens. I kind of ig- I probably shouldn't ignore the dislikes, but I try not to look at them or I'll mess with my brain. And the hidden says, who should star in a Centurions live action movie? Retro Nerd Girl. Centurions. Um, hmm. That one I'd have to take some time to think about it. Yeah, that one I'd have to think about it. because just to see, to visit the characters and like learn about who I would think could play those characters. I'd have to think about that one. That's a tough question, the hidden. You've got all of the tough questions for me, the hidden. And Kitar says, haha, Earthworm Jim was hilarious. Also played the game back then. Oh, really? Okay, so I need to revisit that one. It's been so long. I must have caught like a couple of episodes of it. And Unicorn Rampant Studios says Dee Dee. I love those two. Um, and the hidden says a friendly reminder, Retro Nerd Girl. Action Man had another cartoon after 2000 called Action Man with two N's. Okay, interesting. The Action Man thing just right over. Like I, I never got a chance to enjoy that. So I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up. And Katar says, Superman, the animated series was really good. Yes, I heard it was. I mean, I didn't get a chance to look at it, sadly. Um, and Action Man had good intro music for their cartoons, says the hidden. Katar says, "Spawn." Yeah, I mean, Spawn, I know that a lot of people didn't like the movie, but I liked it a lot. I was a big, and probably still is a very big fan of Michael Jai White. I thought he was fantastic, and I enjoyed the story. I thought it was fun, and the special effects were fun too. I enjoyed them. Unicorn Rampant Studios says Powerpuff saves the day. Powerpuff, do 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 do. Oh my goodness, you're making my cheeks hurt. I love the Powerpuff Girls so much, so much, so much. And oh, Mama Bear Ardosa Spawn, yes. What a character. What a character. That Todd McFarlane really created a fantastic character. And I don't think he gets um, enough love for that. He did a great job. Great job. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, Daria. Yeah, a lot of people were, at the time, people really liked Daria. And I think it was because she was more adult and grown up and had the cynical 90s attitude. And it was, she spoke for a generation. And for me, it was like, okay. I wasn't really like so into Daria, but I thought she was cool. Um, you know, Nothing negative to say about Daria. And I think ultimately uh, the episodes that I did see were stories. And you know how I feel about stories. I love a good story. And so, the hidden says, Retro Nerd Girl, do you know if the rumors are true about actor Mark Wahlberg starring as Steve Austin, aka the $6 billion man? Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that. I haven't heard that, but trying to think, would he be the correct person? I don't know. Maybe they should get someone else. Um, I'm thinking like somebody who, I wouldn't mind seeing like Henry Cavill do it. I wouldn't mind seeing Henry Cavill do it. Um, but if I could take, because Mark Wahlberg, I guess I wouldn't see him in a role like that, but he could do it. I mean, I'm sure he could play the part and be, fine at it. But I, I would think. That guy who played who's doing the Reacher series. Oh gosh, his name is on Alan Richt. I forgot his name, but I'm probably like that close to his name. But he would be a great $6 million man. I'd love to see him do it. Um, just throwing that out there. So, yeah. And Mama Bear Doll says, LOL, I got into the habit of looking at my dislikes. I used to have a loyal hater who would hit. Are you like really? Like, I can't believe there are people out there like this that hit the button before I started it out. Kind of, I kind of missed it. Yeah, there are just some people out there that just want to see the world burn uh, to the ground, to the ground. And Mama Bear Ardell says, I love the movie largely because of Michael Jai White. Yes, I thought he was really good and brought that humanity to the character. Really, I don't know, I just really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. For everything that everyone says that they hate about that movie, is some of the reasons why I love that movie. It's just so it's so weird to me, like why I like it. But it yeah, Michael J. White, untapped um like awesome action hero type guy. He's really good. He's the real deal. And he just has not. I'm sure he's gotten work all this time, and he's been busy. He's not an out of work actor or anything. He's still doing gigs, but it just I feel like he could have been an even bigger star if Hollywood had really taken to him like I think they should have. And Unicorn Rampant Studios, thank you so much for this awesome super chat of $10. Fielding so many hard questions tonight. Thank you. Thank you. And then we have the emojis, which I love, and we have the wrench. And we've got mermaid. We've got a mermaid. We've got a unicorn, and I think that's a house. Is that a house? Let's see if I can find. Oh, no, no, no. That's a bucket of popcorn and a film clapper. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. And this is really going to help the channel a lot. We've got the cookie jar and filling up the cookie jar with all of these super chats so we can get some um, technology and all kinds of stuff to help the channel grow and be stronger. And let me see if I can find the one thank you that I love showing you this one because I know it has one small part that you enjoy. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. Just love playing that. Um, I do. Thank you so much once again, Unicorn Rampant Studio. You're so awesome. And just want to let you know how much I appreciate you. And just like you being here, um, just modding and welcoming people to the chat, all of that stuff is just so incredibly wonderful. I appreciate you. Um, and Botanical Brother is here. Hello, 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 hello. Great to see you, says greetings, Retro Nerd Girl and all. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you. Let's see. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, damn, I hope somebody just like you my videos. I haven't posted anything yet, but very soon. Are you going to are you gonna post videos soon? That'd be awesome. Would love to see some awesome stuff. Uh, and did you say, oh, what did you meant disliking? Did you- Yeah, it's really weird, like to know that there are people like that, but I don't know. I never see them. I never see the dislikes, so they don't matter to me, I suppose. If you don't see it, they don't matter. And Mechanical Brother says, "How about Ben Affleck as the $6 million dude?" Um, yeah, maybe. But I kind of want to see him. I want Ben to show me more of his dramatic side. I want him to show me like a scene where he's crying and there's like boogers coming out of his nose and he's traumatized and he's like shivering from being cold, and I want to see him give me the actor's performance of his career. I That's what I want to see Ben do. I want to see him like really push himself as an actor, push himself as a director, that kind of stuff. I wouldn't mind if he even directed something like that, but I'm really looking for something very dramatic from him because I know he's got it in him. He's so talented. And Mama Bear says, "I LOL, I recognize it's a weird thing to want." Yeah, well, it's okay. It's not sometimes cuz cuz if you're used to the pattern of seeing somebody's, interact with you and they're not interacting anymore, it's just like, "Oh, where's my buddy that always interacts with me?" So I could totally understand that it's not a bad thing. Uh uh, the Hidden says, Retro Nerd Girl, if you were directing a modern movie or cartoon about Mask, Mobile Armored Strike Command, what would you change? Tim Burton, the director who improved Batman style. Um, I'm trying to figure it out. Is Tim Burton uh, going to do that? Um, I would really try to get the guy who directed John Wick to like somehow be involved. I don't know how he would be like somehow be involved because the man knows how to do an action movie. And just I believe his name is Chad. So I can't pronounce his last name very well, but yeah, he's a very talented individual, and I think he would know how to break that down. And also, because Tim, I'm not even sure, uh, like Tim has a style, but I think the reason why uh, he was good at the first Batman iteration was, first of all, we were coming out of the Adam West Batman into something a little bit more serious, but then still in a fantasy genre. I think for Mask, it needs a lot of brevity. It needs a lot of realism. So, I would probably not go with somebody who's artistic, but go with somebody who's more um artistic at creating things that look real. Does that make sense? I would rather not go with people who make things look like fantasy, but go with somebody who makes fantasy look real. That's what I mean. That's the way I would probably go with it. Great questions. Your questions are so incredible, the hidden. William Blake Hall, an emotional Ben Affleck goes way back to Chasing Amy, a great subtly dramatic role for um, uh, his is in The Accountant. Yes, I absolutely agree. Chasing Amy, I did review Chasing Amy, which is probably outside of the genre I usually review movies at, he was really great. He was subtle, as you say, subtly dramatic. Um, uh, One of my favorite um, things that he's ever done was actually in Dogma. And Dogma is one of those movies that doesn't get enough love in my opinion. Um, and his part in it was very interesting. He starts out as this character that is really uh cool, like chill, like, oh no, we don't need to get crazy. No, he was just always like playing things down, like you're overreacting. Let's just bring the things down a bit. And then by the end, he's the one that pops off and is insane. And he has this great monologue that is just so juicy and delicious. I was like, when I first saw that particular monologue with him in it, it was it just like blew my mind. I was like, "Oh, who is this?" I didn't really realize who he was until that scene in that movie where he does this incredible monologue, and I was just floored. One of the my it's my favorite Kevin Smith movies and that I've ever seen I've ever seen because I can't say I've seen all of his movies. But that's my favorite that I've seen. Just that's a long-winded. Sorry. One of our adults says, "Oh, Ella, I'm glad that you get it." It was that was my thought for a while. Where is he? Yeah, I mean, I think we grow to uh learn to be attached to one another in a strange way, even if it's negative. But yeah, no big deal. I think it's so understandable to be like, okay, well, you had this one person that used to watch your content religiously. Maybe he's still watching. Ooh, 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 listen to this. Maybe he's still watching, but now he likes it. Now he likes it. Or he's a little less he or she is a little less angry at the world, and it's like, okay, well, we'll watch it, but we won't say whether we like it or not. We You never know. You never know. And William Blake Collins says, "I love Dogma." Oh, me too. I love like all of it, all of the weirdness in Dogma. Just like ridiculously creative. And the reason why I think it's like his best work, in my personal opinion, even the concept, was just that he got a lot of hate for that movie. People, I mean, I think it's banned in several places. In fact, it's very difficult for you to find that movie. And it's just one of those movies that I didn't see in the theater. I saw it actually on YouTube somewhere. Somebody had uploaded it, and I was like, wow, blown away by how incredible the dialogue of all the characters, the thought process that went into all of uh, these traditional ideas that we've all kind of seen play out in religion, and then have him kind of work them out in his weird way is like, wow. Uh, just a great exploration into theology without telling you how to really think. I don't think it really told you how to think. It was just a story about stuff. So, that happened. And Unicorn Rampant Studios says Dogman was a lucky roll of the dice. It was great, but definitely could not have been on purpose. You don't think it could have been? So you like accidentally he came up with some of those ideas. Oh, it's possible, yeah. And but it's so good in my opinion. It's like, wow, do you realize that that's genius? uh and Unicorn says it's certainly his best possible work, and to me I feel like it is. Some people really love Tusk, and a few other people have, of course, Clerks, the original Clerks, was genius, and it was so funny because I didn't watch it right away, and I was putting it off for so many years, and I finally got to see it, and I was like, wow, w- what a talented um, way of writing a story that could have been really boring. And they did a great job. Is told the story of people, about people, and it was just Uh, really great. Now let me get back to the list. I only have 10 more, guys. So let me just finish the last 10 to continue. We got Men in Black, the series, 1997 to 2001, which I saw many episodes of this, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. King of the Hill, 1997 to the present day. And this one, I have to say that I may have caught like maybe 4 or 5 episodes, not very many, but it is an excellent show from just the few that I was able to see. Didn't get a chance to see it mostly for scheduling and things like that. Um, and then there was Mummies Alive, uh, that was done in 1997 to 1998. Never saw this one. It looks fantastic. Does anybody remember Mummies Alive? This looks great. Then, of course, there's South Park. Basically, this is where we've got into like the zeitgeist of pop culture, and everybody knows and has at least seen what 10 to 20 to hundreds, maybe more, South Park episodes. It's been going from 1997 to the present day. Then we have Pokemon, 1997 to 2023. And there was also another stint, Pokemon Chronicles, 1998 to 2004. Um, and I was able to catch those. The Adventures of Paddington Bear, 1997 to 2000. I did not catch this one. Uh, we've got finally the Powerpuff Girls, guys, 1998 to 2004. And then there was a revival, which I did not catch, Powerpuff Girls 2016 to 2023. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear it. You probably may or may not hear it, but somebody is outside of my apartment, uh, vacuuming the hallway. That's always fun. The sounds of vacuuming. And then we got three more, guys. Cowboy Bebop. I was never able to see this. 1998 to 1999. I know that there was a movie, and so if somebody can tell me in the chat if Cowboy Bebop was a movie first and then the series happened, or if the series happened and then there was a movie, or if somebody took the movie, the series, and made it into a movie. Tell me which one is right. I seem to be confused about what is actually happening there. And then we have Hercules, 1998 to 1999, which originally was from the movie and turned into the cartoon. And the last one is Godzilla the series. Another one that was there was a movie, and then they decided that they were going to do an animated series of 1998 to 2001. Uh, so yes, we have finished the list for today, and let's see what your opinions are about these ones. All right. Mama Bear Ardell says, I remember Mummy's Alive. Right. They okay, so I never saw those. They looked so interesting. I really want to see those. I want to see the cartoon of that one. The Hidden says, Retro Nerd Girl. Does Hasbro Paramount's G.I. Joe live action movies need an injection of big name stars like the Expendables creators did with their uh, l- let me see if I can say that part again. Like the Expendables creators did with their trilogy, um, to be successful. That I can answer, and I think no. But if they want to, they can. Um, it could insert a little bit of excitement, but I just think that they need to make good movies, tell a good story. But if they feel like, a lot of these studios, y- uh, they like to have a big name uh, with these event movies. So maybe a few big names might be good. Why not? I mean, it couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt. Uh, you know, um, just to get that powerhouse. But they have to pick the right people. Like, and which is really hard because, right now people are just being canceled left and right for just simple opinions. So it's going to be tough to really find actors who are going to be neutral in all of this. Um, and And Mama Bear, our dog says, I think Austin and Leon are planning on doing a Cowboy Bebop watch series. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Yes, I can't wait for it. Those are mutual friends of ours, everyone in the chat. And anti-derivative Jill says, I saw the PPG before Batman 66, and once I finally did, I realized how inspired it was by it. That and Jig and that and Gigas. Mm, yeah, I mean it is um it's really like, that Batman 19 Batman in the 60s was really really I don't know, there was a certain aesthetic to it. It was a certain aesthetic to it that I thought um we should preserve just a little bit of it. And like Batman and Robin tried to preserve it, but it was too comical and people were craving something a little more serious. So it's just kind of I don't know, I just kind of wish we had it we still had it to this day. It's so serious now. Batman is so serious now. The Outcast Creative is here. Hey, how are you? How's it going? Uh, and says, yay, retro. Let's see. And Botanical Brother says Godzuki from uh, Godzilla cartoon was annoying. It was the comedy relief character from that animation. Oh, yes, that's right. There was a good Godzilla, originally a Godzilla movie. Not movie, but show. And There was a character called Godzuki, which I just learned about through doing this series. So yes, it was not always enjoyed by all. And Danny Stain says Godzilla was great compared to the list from earlier. Um, okay. Oh, from the other cartoons that I showed. And Botanical Brother says, I would like to see a cartoon series of you, nerd girl. Oh, that's so sweet. The premise should be that you would have to rate other cartoons to gain your freedom back into the real world. Well, that's a funny concept. That's interesting. That presents a really big challenge, doesn't it? And I kind of wish that a lot of these cartoons would have a lot of this. This kind of reminds me of Kid Video. That they were the real life people that were brought into a cartoon fantasy world, which was quite interesting. I don't think they ever made it out. And Unicorn Rampant City says Blossom, she's the commander and the leader of Bubbles is the joy and laughter of Buttercup. She's a tough fist fighter. Powerpuff save the day. Yes. I love those girls so much. Um and I thought somebody said that they were doing a live action movie, and I saw the casting for it and I was like, ooh. Somebody doesn't know what the Powerpuff Girls are all about. And any derivative Jill says Batman and Robin was certainly a series of scenes. Yes, it was. It was, my God, look, a guilty pleasure of mine, I have to say. Absolutely a guilty pleasure of mine. I don't expect anyone to like that movie, but I sure did have so much fun with it. Oh, so much fun. Arnold alone is just the best. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, sorry, that's from Powerpuff Girls soundtrack, which I own. Oh, wow. Uh, and says, rather a theme album about the Powerpuff Girls. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, it that's just kind of like I do love about the Powerpuff Girls. Like, you know what I'm gonna do? I think I might have to go into detail about the Powerpuff Girls because they are definitely ones to study. They are ones to study. Um, the characters, they just had so many wonderful characters. The bad guys, just uh, what a pantheon of bad guys they had. It just we need like I need that in in my world. I wish somebody would learn how to do this like a live action version that doesn't look like a complete betrayal of the cartoon and make it fantasy but also make it realistic. Like how do you do that? That's an art form. That's an art form. So I don't expect anyone to be able to do it. It's definitely a unique um, talent to be able to do something like that. So, uh, any derivative Jill says that reminds me of the movie Stay Tuned. Oh, do I remember that movie? Let me see if let me cheat a little bit and use the old Google. Stay tuned. I better put Stay Tuned movie because I'm getting a movie. Oh, I've never seen Stay Tuned. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to write that down. Thank you, Jill. Let's see. A new movie for me to watch. Guys. Yeah, I've never seen that movie. With John Ritter? No. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, sounds bad. There's no way you can make a good movie out of that. It's hard. It's a hard one. And Mama Bear Art Dog says, uh, um, the live action Bur- the live action Powerpuff Girls got scrapped. Yeah, it was really not working out. Yeah. It's the best way to say it because the casting was all wrong. They didn't understand what the Powerpuff Girls are all about, and I think maybe an animated movie or um would have been is probably where they need to go with something like that, a project like that, because then they don't have to worry about and also what they're doing now with a lot of these movies is that they're not even getting the characters actors that did the TV shows, even though they're all fully alive and ready to work. They're just getting celebrities to do the voice acting, and it's like, okay. Let's go on a rant about these things. All right, Unicorn Rampant Studio says Powerpuff Girls has to be frozen in amber if you really can't do anything with it. Probably, yeah. I mean, it's sad. Unicorn Rampant Studio also says they could be all grown up, dystopian or something, but definitely not as children. Ooh, okay, so yes, you if you did something like that where you made them grown up, um, but that could work. That could work. If they were grown up and it's like they need to turn back time, maybe, and I don't like time machine movies, or time travel movies, but some of my favorite movies are time travel movies. If they had to go back in time, and or will they what if they had to go forward in time to follow somebody, to change the future, and they were once they got there they were all grown up, and then they would go back in time to be kids again, to be Powerpuff Girls again. I don't know. That could be a thing. But definitely I love it where you say the dystopian future, because then you can have you can play around with that. But also part of the reason why you would want to even see a movie about the Powerpuff Girls is because of their unique creative world. It is unique, and I don't know. Maybe just a 2D animated movie would just be fine. It would just be fine. But I did like that. This premise reminds me of Kim Possible. Everybody, do you guys remember Kim Possible? And they would have like at the end of the season, they would have a really cool movie that they would put together, or like maybe a three-part series that they would put together that could be later put into movies, which they have done. And one was A Stitch in Time is what it's called, and it was so good. What a great event idea they did, where Kim Possible went into the future and saw all of her friends were all grown up, and it was just really really cool. What a great idea and concept that was to see. And it kind of pays off the storyline between the friends and stuff. Just loved it. And let's see. And Outcast Creative, there were some great shows coming out of Japan in this time period, off the back success of films like Akira in the 90s. Oh, yeah. Okay. And I totally missed this whole Akira thing. Just totally missed it. And the hidden asked, Retro Nerd Girl, did you see the 80s Captain Power TV show? I don't let me look it up and see, because I'm not sure. Oh, I definitely didn't see this. This looks like fun. Oh my God. Just so you guys can see, let me just uh let's just see if I can show you guys. it's it's much better when you guys can see what I'm talking about. This looks interesting. Look at this. Captain Power? That looks really interesting. I've never seen this before, guys. Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. Wow, that's incredible. I I need to have this in my life. I need this in my life. But this is not a cartoon. This is not a cartoon. Uh, and just to let you know, I'll let everyone know that uh, i- if someone asks you if you're, we've had situations in the past where we've been attacked by spam bots and things like that, and we just want to make sure that it's okay and safe for everybody. So that's why, if you've been asked if you're a bot, anybody with a blue wrench, they're my, they're cool with me. So um definitely don't take it personally if somebody asks you that question. We just want to make sure everybody's safe. um, and the Outcast Creative says the hidden that was made by the same creator as Babylon 5, first broadcast in the USA in 1988 and had a great story. I still have the pilot in on VHS somewhere. And this was Akira, right? Um, if I'm not. Oh, you mean let me see. That was made by the same creator. Um, Captain Power TV. Sorry, Captain Power TV. And oh, and I missed this other question too. And, from the hidden. But great questions, by the way. Retro Nerd Girls, did you check out the Moon Girl Marvel cartoon? No, I did not. No, yeah, I didn't. Um, And Botanical Brother says flux capacitors come in handy. Yes, for for time travel. For time traveling, you need those flux capacitors. Uh, and unicorns. Uh, yes. That. Thank you, Unicorn Rampant Studio. Let's see. And I'm interrupting a personal conversation. I'm in everybody's business. Sorry about that. The Hidden says, Outcast Creative, did you get the Captain Power soldier called Stingray that was going to be part of season 2, which never aired? And let's see what Outcast Creative says. Uh, oh, it says something. No, I had not heard of that. I saw all of the first season though. Fun show. I think Retro would love it. Oh, I've got to see it then. I've got to see it. Outcast Creative also says Banner of the Stars 2 was a great show from Japan between 2000 and 2005. Um, and Botanical Brother says looks like RoboCop's little brother, right? It looks really interesting. Um, uh, Very interesting. And the Outcast Creative says malfunction, fanbot cloaking device deactivating. uh, yes. Um, and all right. Okay, and so I had to put someone in a timeout for a few minutes because they're asking questions which I warned before that I could not answer because of we do keep things very PG around here as much as possible. Um, and Unicorn Rampant Studios as emojis. Thank you for the emojis. I appreciate it and need it right now. A unicorn, a rocket ship. What is that? Oh, a lightning bolt and a star and a thumbs up. Thank you. um, and um, the hidden says, the retro nerd girl, what is your preferred never seen before cartoon crossover? Um, oh, I That's a good one. Very let's see. A crossover I probably would love to see would be um Voltron and He-Man. That would be kind of interesting. Uh, and Outcast Creative says PG language filter activated. Yes, yes, that was a little bit much. It was a little. Yeah, that was a weird question. And sometimes I will allow some things, but that one was a little bit too much. And I'm not a prude. It's just that person was warned before. This is the it's really we've talked about this before. This is not the first time. um and oh, look who's here. It's Bobby Renee. Hello. How are you, Bobby Renee? Says hi, nerdy hostess. And uh uh and the Outcast Creative says makes sense hidden Captain Power's budget was very small. Um uh I think this was based on, I think, this response, right? Which Stingray was left off the series because that member was Jonathan CP's aquatic expert, and it's hard for producers to film underwater. Ooh, ooh, yeah. Um, oh, look who's here! Oh my goodness, John Walker is here. Hello, John Walker. How are you? uh, Yeah, we just finished the list and we're winding things up for our last questions and things. Outcast Creative says, I think Ron Thornton did the VFX for it. Ooh. Um Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. Whew, that was, we went for it today. We went for it 3 hours. That was awesome. That was awesome. I am super happy, rejuvenated. I could probably go on for another 4 hours if but I don't want to like take up your time with without any content to actually offer you any value except for to just chat forever. But I am going to yes, oh my God. Look, you guys have the best comments here. Um the hidden says retro nerd girl, when will you stream again? I will be streaming again tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow. I will be doing the watch party for um Conan the Barbarian 1982. That will be later in the evening. So that will be a lot of fun for me. I can't wait. We were supposed to do this movie last week, last Saturday. We had the very shocking and unusual internet blackout, and it was surprising to me. But I will tell you this. We're we're starting over fresh. We're giving it a 100% chance this week, and we're gonna try to have everything ready ahead of time. And we're I'm excited. I'm excited for us to finally do Conan the Barbarian 1982, and we'll see if how everything works. Unicorn Rampant Studios says hydrate. Yes. Okay. Yes. Thank you for reminding me because I almost forgot. Mm, a little something for the palate. And Outcast Creative says your presence retro is value enough. You are so sweet. Thank you. That's really kind words. Really, really super kind words. Much appreciated. You guys are just awesome. Um, and Unicorn Rampant City says, if you got energy, RNG, take it and use it for your own activities. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am definitely have plans today. I'm making, if you guys want to know, I am making videos today. A few more videos for the live stream because I wanted to add a few things. I'm also preparing for my big um, 7-year anniversary. Yes, guys, mark it in your calendars. It will be the 16th of June. That will be my 7th year anniversary. Let me just verify that really quickly. My schedule book. Yes, it's the Friday, the 16th um, uh, of June, and I'm planning on having a big event, and I'll have some prepared videos that I will play during the broadcast, and I will also have um, I'll finally have guests on the show, right? I'm gonna have a lot of firsts. So it'll be the first time for me to have guests on this show, and we'll see how that works out. Um, I'm trying to see if maybe I can get a producer to help me with it, but I am. That's like the first thing that I need to do is make sure I get all my invites out for that, and I want to make it a fun show for you guys, an extravaganza, if you will, and we'll see what happens. There's a lot of like new videos I'm planning, and so I'm still working on my video. Still editing the uh, the audio for my next video that's gonna come out on the channel. Um, and yeah, just making sure that I'm activating all parts of this thing here. So let's see what else you guys have to say here. Keith E says, "Hope all the new people will come back next week." I hope so too. Yes, I hope everybody comes back next week. And some people will hang out with me tomorrow. And Brogu says, wouldn't mind hearing you sing for the next 4 hours. Brogu, that's so sweet. That is so nice of you. Uh, and the hidden says, Retro Nerd Girl, for your notes, Captain Power video games were in a cartoon format and were first in, were the first interactive kids toys. Really? I had no idea. Um, Thank you. Thanks for the information. Thanks for the amazing questions. We really appreciate that. The interactivity, that's what it's, really all about. And every last one of you guys really helped to make that happen, have helped to make a really awesome show today. It's just amazing when I think about it. Botanical Brother says, "Awesome! I watched Conan in the theater back in the day." Yes, me too. And it was what great memories I have watching that horrible movie. That was a horrible that great movie, but it had so much violence in it, and I was such a kid, and I was like, I loved it. It was like yes. I mean, I think I would get like ruler, like a ruler, and pretend that it was a sword. Let me see if I have one over here. Um, yeah, I would get my rulers and pretend that they were swords. Oh yeah, here's my ruler. Yeah, I would get rulers and pretend that they were swords. Yeah, just being a kid, your mind is just escapes with so much imagination. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says, yes, the new blood was nice. Yes, it was really great seeing so many new faces today and getting fresh perspectives, great questions, fantastic comments. I really loved it. Some people who were typically lurkers, they decided to say a few words. Zach, came out and said a few things, and we had some people just pop by to say hi. That was also nice, and I appreciate all that. Um, um, Botanical Brother said Grace Jones is funny in that movie. Oh, and you mean, oh, okay. So the one that we're watching tomorrow is Conan the Barbarian, which is 1982. And she's not in that one. She's in the second movie, which is Conan the Destroyer. And I believe that's 84 or 85. I think it's 84. Um, And boy, I have a funny story to tell when we see that movie. But okay. So I had to change around the the movie viewing. So we're probably not going to watch that for a while because um, it it may be too much to see too many of the same kind of movies, back to back to back. We talked about it just briefly earlier, but it may be too much. And the hidden says the last question, Retro Nerd Girl. Do you have any opinions on the laser tag cartoon? Oh, that's right. There was a cartoon called Laser Tag. Let me write this down. Um, if because I'm not sure if I did collect that for the list. And um it was good. I mean, it was decent. It wasn't like my favorite. It's one of those things where there was it came with a toy, it was sort of accompanying the toy line. So, um, it wasn't, my favorite, but didn't, wasn't terrible either. William Blake Hall says, "You must grab him and take him." Yes, Grace Jones. That movie was so hilarious. There was so many funny things about that second Conan the Barbarian, the Conan the Destroyer movie. It was hilarious. Bobby Renee says, 2 hours of nerdy girl giggling at Conan. Yeah, that's pretty much gonna sum up tomorrow. I'm not gonna, Conan is probably well, there are just probably just me um pretty much gawking at like how brilliant that movie is. And the subtle moments in the story that is just like what? It was really telling um a deeper story than what you think it was at face value. Eh, Just a great movie. Great movie. The music was incredible. So I'll probably be gawking about the music too. The Hidden says, "Do you think laser tag should have used the plot from TV show Photon Warrior since both had similar concepts?" Man, The Hidden, you know a lot about TV. I don't remember Photon Warrior. Um, I don't, but I'll say this. Okay, so laser tag was, I mean, it was a little lukewarm. It was just like it didn't really have I don't think it should have been. Here's the thing. I'm not sure if it should have been any more than what it was. If there was anything more, I mean, Photon Warrior actually sound like just at the concept of the name itself sounds really cool. Just the name alone. Um, and so if you were saying like these characters were from like the future or they were like it I don't know, it just didn't have a good hook um for me. This is a tough one. I don't know what would have worked for laser tag, to be honest. I really don't. It was what it was, and um yeah, and I'm not familiar with the Photon Warrior, but it sounds cool. um Botanical Brother says, how about having some type of contest for June? Um well, we'll see. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I've never ran a contest before. It might. I have to like think about if there was a contest, what do people get for the contest? What's legal? Because there's certain things that are legal that you can legally exchange or whatever. Um, it's a tough thing to figure out, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what the contest would be for. That would be the key thing for me would be trying to figure out like what would the contest be for. If it would be for a thing, I mean, do I have anything that I could give away in a contest that would be the thing. And the Outcast creator says, "Yes, we can request a song, or we're doing a Prince of Thieves stream Tuesday night with a guest director. Do you want to join? You're welcome as always. Oh, thank you. I do have to work Tuesday nights, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, Prince of Thieves, I can't wait to see that video. Um yeah. And Botanical Brother says thank you. Yeah, I don't know what I would give away. I mean, but if you guys have ideas, it would be great. Uh and oh no, but the hidden it's fine. You're totally fine for the extra question. Yeah, well, I hope we'll see you again soon. As I hope you're yeah, I'm not sure what to uh I'm not sure what else I could with laser tag and photo. I'd have to like revisit laser tag. It's been a long time. And photon warrior. I've never seen that, but you're the real deal. You know a lot about these shows and TV. Oh my God, you know so much. So please stop by again. And because we're this is this is great information, great questions, and I love it. I love it. And let's see. And oh no, the actor Jim Brown died. No, this is really. They're all done. No, they can't go. Let's see if that's who I'm thinking about. No, guys. Oh, that's sad. Um. Oh, he died. He died yesterday. That's sad. Thank you for letting us know, Outcast Creative. I'm really sorry to hear that. Um, okay. So we have some people saying goodbye in the chat already. And so I am going to start getting gearing up for my trip back out into the wild world, the wild universe. And uh and Botanical Brother says an autograph photo of me. That's the I don't know if you I wouldn't you're gonna make me blush. That's too much. I can't do it. And Unicorn Rampant Studio says I'll be happy to send DV stuff as giveaways. Oh, that's sweet. Oh yeah, that might work. Like a giveaway. Like I don't know. Um, I've never done this before, guys. So thank you for giving me all these ideas and suggesting things. I just never thought that that would be something I would do. So thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Um, I'm getting teary-eyed. I'm leaking, guys. I'm leaking, guys. Oh God. Ah. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and definitely we're going to try to do that. Um, and Um, I see that James. Yes, we hope you're gonna have a good day, James. And the Outcast Creative says, I always try to do a minimum of 5 extra questions. And Unicorn says, games, dolls, action figures, art supplies, toys. Uh, that is so cool. Yes. I Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, I see a lot of people saying good night in the chat, and this is fantastic because I've had a wonderful time with you today. This was so much fun. For those of you who will be joining me tomorrow, I cannot wait for our wonderful watch party. I hope you have a good night. And, uh, you know, without further ado, I don't want to let you guys go. It's like, but without further ado, I will bid you adieu. Because if not, I will be here all night, blushing and being all weird. So let me see if I can find this the outro video, and of course the outro video um, is a wonderful little video that I love playing that will, let us say goodbye to the friends that we have in the chat and the friends that we made, and also um, any last questions or last comments about the show or me or whatever that you wanted to make. So, without further ado, I bid you adieu, and I will see you tomorrow or in the next video you're able to hang out with me on.
Retro Nerd Girl, you are clear for takeoff.